Hey Viking, are you ready to change the way you play Valheim? Today we're diving into the most advanced hotbar strategies that could completely change your in-game experience. Whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned Valheim veteran, we've got tips, tricks and insights that will elevate your gameplay. A quick heads up, there are spoilers ahead. In the early stages, survival is key. Remember to always carry a torch. It's not just for light, but also to keep greylings and grey dwarfs at a distance. As for food, early game foods tend to fill you less long than the later meals in the game. So place those on your hotbar for easy access. And never forget the essentials: a shield, a weapon and your hammer. These are your lifelines for protection, fighting and repairing. As you progress, your strategy as well as your hotbar will evolve. Your main weapon should be in slot 1 and your shield in slot number 2. But hey, feel free to mix it up. Maybe you prefer your shield on the last slot for easier access. Somewhere on your hotbar you want a bow, as they are essential in many biomes and during events. Overall, endgame brings a plethora of options for your hotbar: weapons, potions and foods. Let's delve deeper into these choices, but first, like and subscribe for extra cores in your crypts. Versatility is your best friend in this game. Weapons like the axe and pickaxe aren't just for combat. They're essential for gathering resources like wood and metal. But even these items can be used on creatures, like the pickaxe on rock golems and loxes. So be sure to keep these two close during your adventures. There are still many other weapons to choose from, each offering advantages over certain creatures. So adapt your hotbar according to the different biomes and creatures you fight. Personally, I favor the axe for its dual purpose, switching to the Frostner or Porcupine in later stages of the game for an extra edge in combat. What is important is to always have a bow or a harpoon on you, since some creatures fly and can otherwise be very difficult to kill. Onto potions. Strategic use of potions can be a game changer. Healing, stamina and at the later stages even mana potions on your hotbar can save you in a pinch. Poison, frost and fire resist potions have a set time when they will lose their effect, so keeping them on your hotbar is less essential, but keep them close during specific fights or when you enter a new biome. When you first enter the swamps, you might not always notice that the timer has run out. And once you're back home, you can just clear them off your hotbar to avoid accidental consumption. Now let's talk about food management. When it comes to food, you have two options: place them in your hotbar or in your inventory. While it might be tempting to fill those hotbar slots with food, consider this. Placing them in the bottom right corner of your inventory still allows quick access without hogging valuable hotbar space. Depending on your playstyle or the world you play on, this can change. For example, on Valheims, the playstyle is very relaxed and I often forget to eat and keep the food on my hotbar. While on a hardcore run, a closer eye is kept on the food duration and you might not want that food to take up the precious space in your hotbar. What about you? Do you keep your food on the hotbar or in your inventory? Share your strategies in the comments. Over to the item slots. In Valheim, you will notice that you have a number of items that you can wear, and the total amount might surprise you. In total, you can wear 7 items: 4 clothing pieces, an item, a weapon, and a shield or torch. Before we look at the secret hotbar, know that even the clothing pieces as well as the items can be put on your hotbar. This way you can more easily switch between the belt, wishbone and wisp. This also makes it easier to see why you might not be able to carry that extra stack of wood. Now on to the hotbar. When running around with a weapon and shield, you will quickly notice that it weighs you down quite a bit. By tucking them away, you can in one button press summon both weapon and shield at the same time, and save precious time by using this super cool feature. You can even change the specific button for faster use. It is all about strategic placement and quick access in Valheim. Now peeps, whether you're exploring unknown territories, building your dream base, engaging in an epic battle, or cultivating your own slice of paradise, the right combination of items and strategies can make all the difference. So let's dive into some of the best combinations that will take your game to the next level. When you're out exploring, your hotbar setup can be quite unique. You might not often see armor on the hotbar, but it is surprisingly handy. Imagine you're in a light gear like troll armor, traversing the land swiftly. Suddenly, an intriguing location or a fight appears. Having heavy armor on your hotbar lets you quickly gear up for the challenge. Also, don't forget to reserve a spot for a torch or a light source. They're invaluable when darkness falls or in unexplored murky areas. Building a fortress? Your hotbar will likely be filled with tools. The hammer, the hoe and the pickaxe. And maybe even a shield, just in case. Keep some slots for decorative items and remember, the food you eat matters here too. Some foods are heavier than others, so make smaller food stacks to carry more building materials like wood and stone. Building is a stamina-intensive task, so plan your meals accordingly. On to combat! Combat, especially against bosses, demands a tactical approach, so don't forget those healing and stamina potions. And your shield? Place it where you can grab it quickly, so you can more easily juggle between weapons and bow. Ultimate tip: place different arrows on your hotbar to allow for swift elemental damage changes. For example, mortar is weak against fire, but fire arrows do very little damage, so have a second stack of stronger arrows ready to switch between. Depending on how long you think the fight will be, you can place food in your hotbar or in your inventory. I would recommend doing what you feel most comfortable with for a boss fight. On to farming! It is a critical part of the game, especially in the later stages. You'll need tools like the cultivator, and don't underestimate the gear for harvesting barley and flax with its secondary attack. An axe and pickaxe are must-haves for gathering wood and stone. While farming, eat foods that boost stamina and wear stamina-efficient clothing like those from Hildir. They will make your farming sessions much more productive and quick. And that's a wrap for today's guide. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and subscribe to join me on this incredible journey. Thank you for watching, you are absolutely amazing. Dag hè!